Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody. Look what we have done. If you've just realized Cinco de Mayo is 3 days away and you don't have any plans yet, we've got your back with a lineup that'll make you the Cinco de Mayo king or queen. I mean, think about it. No plans. You do nothing. That's not a plan. That's nothing. You get takeout, which, you know, could be good, could also be shitty. But what is it saying to your friends and family? It's saying that you're only worthy of takeout. And we're here so you make them feel good. You cook for them. When somebody cooks for me, I feel fantastic. Right, Max?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He's like back there in a lounger, getting sun with one of those reflectors they used to use. When I got married in 1985, people used to sit at the beach with a reflector, like a cardboard thing with silver foil on it, bouncing the sun rays off the sun into their face.
Because being directly in the sunlight was not enough sun.
No wonder everybody was getting skin cancer. Put sunscreen on every day, even if it's cloudy. I've lost my train of thought. All right, here's what we're making. We're starting with a salsa macha. Think of it as the Mexican version of Asian chili crunch. It's peanuts. It's so good. Really simple. Got a shortcut for you. Then we move into a street corn guacamole. Oh, snap. So delicious. So great. And I've got something to serve it on. I bought it at the Mexican market. Northgate here in San Diego. It's going to be crazy good. If you're curious about Northgate Market, check out the post on my Instagram, The Cooking Guy. Because I show you what it's like. In fact, go to the Instagram, The Cooking Guy anyway. And give me a like and subscribe and follow us. Come on. Don't subscribe. Follow us because there's good things. And now more things because I've realized I have an Instagram. I'm going to start using it more. I'm only kidding, sort of. After the street corn guacamole, we have steak molletes. These bolillos, Mexican rolls. We're gonna cut them, we're gonna grill them, we're gonna put refried beans on them, and steak and cheese, and some of the salsa macha and a little cotija cheese. We're gonna cut them, we're gonna grill them, we'll put some refried beans on them, some steak that we're gonna cook, some cotija cheese, and some of the salsa macha on top. That's gonna be a winner. And then, as if that's not enough, chicken birria, a major cheap chicken birria, and you'll see when we get there. And then everything comes together and we're happy and you're happy. You'll be happy, Max. Everybody's gonna be happy. And I'll stop yelling now and start cooking. Corn and steak have to go on the grill, so might as well start there. There we go, the two things that we need. A little steak and corn that's going on the grill. But here's my trick for grilling corn. I wrap it in saran or a Ziploc bag first, give it 5 minutes in the microwave. Now it's softened up nicely. You can actually eat it, but it will cook much faster on the grill. It takes almost a half an hour if you don't do that. We've cut the time basically in half. So here's what we do. A little neutral oil on our steak, both sides. And then we can season with kosher salt and pepper. And I think just a little garlic powder would be good, as well as a little smoked paprika. And this side too. Oh, and the gardeners showed up right when we start. And we got a plane. We need a fucking studio. And then just a little oil on this guy.
Oh my god, it could not be any fucking louder.
And then just a little oil on this guy. And we go to the grill. And here we go. We'll go steak first and corn. All right. As I like to say, now we're just cooking steak and corn, I guess. Good, looking for lovely medium rare on our steak. And this guy, we want this guy all charred up, blackened, like this, about 75% of the way. And 75% of the way because it's still gonna be yellow when you cut it off the cob. So I wanna get lots of that good, beautiful color in it for our street corn guac. But I'm telling you, if you don't do this little microwave trick first, it takes so long. It's so disappointing. Give it a quick 45. Corn, yeah, looking beautiful. And our little steak, same thing. Max, if you trust that I will keep my eye on these, you can go to the other side and we'll start on our salsa macha. This is a little pot and that's some oil and it's sort of medium-high heat. I don't want the oil smoking, because now I'm gonna add some garlic. By the way, recipes below. So in goes some garlic chopped up, and we're gonna give it, I don't know, about 2 minutes. We want it starting to get a little bit brown, but not burned. Smells great though, you can see it's happening. And when it's brown like that, we're gonna kill the heat, take it off, and now add the rest of our ingredients. And the first one will be crushed red pepper flakes like this. And that's our cheat because we're not using chilies for this. That would take a lot more time. And we add the following ingredients: sesame seeds, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, a little sugar, a little salt, and the star of our show, some crushed peanuts. And we stir. Look how pretty that is. Ooh boy. All right, this is gonna cool and become fantastic. Off to the side, we can crack on with our street corn guacamole. Okay, to our salsa macha, gonna add 2 things that I forgot. One will be a teaspoon of minced chipotle, and the other is about the same of oregano, and we mix. Now off to the side, and it's birria time. Our birria starts with these chilies. I have 2 guajillos and 2, I dropped one. Does anybody see that other? I lost the pepper, and I found it. These are anchos, and these are guajillos. But what we don't want is this, the tips, so, or the seeds. Just, the seeds just come flying out. Watch this. So get rid of those. If there's some in there, that's okay. We don't need a shit ton of them. Look, it's like a little ancho chili KKK hat.
Clan wizard hat. A little ancho chili Gandalf.
If you don't do this next step, the world is not going to end. It's not going to be terribly wrong. But a little toasting on these is not a bad idea. So throw them in the pan. The pan's dry, heats up high. Give them a little open, and then you get about a minute or so. It's just going to really bring up the flavor in the most beautiful way. Okay, these guys have gotten a nice little toast. You can smell them now in the air. We're going to switch that for this little pot of Max's. And now the chilies will go in here, probably better in smaller pieces. We'll bring the pot to a simmer, and we'll let these guys go about 5 minutes to infuse some gorgeous flavor. Once it comes to a little boil like that, you can turn it down slightly, let it simmer away for 5 minutes. All right, here we go. That's done. Heat goes away. And these chilies now in the broth are going into a jar with a bunch of other ingredients. I'll try and be as neat as I can. There's no guarantees. I mean, you could do this in a blender. You do it in anything you want. I just happen to have this nonsense here. And I hope it's gonna work. Some garlic, some coriander, some cumin, salt and pepper, smoked paprika, oregano, chipotle chili minced up. And let's give this a little bit of a blend. I'm gonna throw some onion in. Oh God, the smell is so great. Let's see what we've got. Oh, do you know how great that's gonna be? The spice is so good. All right, okay, check this move. Rotisserie chicken, watch this. Here's the move. Now remember, when you make proper birria, slow version birria, you're cooking in a pot or a pressure cooker and it takes a while. So I'm just shortcutting. So this is some deli roasted chicken bought from the supermarket. Just pulled it apart. I'm gonna throw a couple handfuls in here. And now we take some of this gorgeous birria sauce and just do this. Just let the chicken soak up some of the flavor. A little extra. All right, this kid is gonna sit until we're ready to throw these tacos together. Now we can make our salsa. It's street corn guac time. This is our beautiful ear of corn that all we want to do now is just cut the kernels all the way off. Look how beautiful the black is. See, if you don't get enough black, you don't see this, and that's really what you want. You know, before I cut it all off, now we add the other things. And of course, for any kind of guac, you need avo. So we'll just cut like this. Feels like a nice one. A few cuts here, and squeeze, out we come. Some red onion, diced. Some jalapeno, diced. Look, you do anything you want. Cilantro. You must have some lime juice. Salt and pepper. Give it a little mix. I like one avo quite mashed. Do this guy by himself, but I like a chunky guac. You'll see the thinking. And once this guy's mostly done, now we can throw another one in. And this guy will make our guac chunky. Now, do we like slightly creamy guac? Yes. And here's what I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add some mayo, but look.
You've been talking about chunky guac the whole time? Now
Chunky.
it's slightly
No,
creamy?
no. It's creamy creamy.
We want chunky and creamy?
It's creamy in flavor, mouthfeel, but it's still chunky pieces. But here's what I'm using.
Confusing.
I'm gonna use a little mayo, but look at the mayo I'm using. When I say a little mayo, I've got these baby Kewpies that I bought when I was in Tokyo. Do you remember that day?
Yeah.
I walked what was that store I really liked? I walked all the way to a supermarket to get a whole bunch of different Kewpies, and you slept or something. So here, we'll just put one of these guys in. Look at this cute little guy. I guess this is what they like give their kids for their lunches. See, Max, just this little bit. Maybe the other pack, but I don't think so. Tiny bit of chili powder while we're here. Do you see what we've done? We've got chunky and creamy and smooth all together. That's freaking gorgeous. You know how good that's gonna be on our birria tacos? All right, time for the mollete, and we're coming down to the wire. Mollete begins with bolillos. I just can't say it. These guys, we just want to cut in half. These were fresh this morning at the Northgate Market. Wow. Oh my. They smell good. Go like this. You could put butter on them, put a little oil on them. Then once we've got these ready to go, put them on the flat top. Just want a little toast, a little color. Oh, gotta be careful. You don't want them to stick. Flatten them out a bit, it's fine. Okay, these guys are ready. So looking nice, and off they'll come. Get our refried beans ready, warming up. In the meantime, let's cut our steak. Here's our beautiful steak, and we want to cut it nice. So you can see, well, let me take it off.
Did you hear that, people? We want to cut it nice, not bad.
I didn't finish. I want to cut it nice and thin, but against the grain. So our grain's going here and here. So if I cut this way, nice medium rare, we can go like this. So I'm gonna go like super thin. Super thin. It's like a cartoon hero. Super thin. So give yourself, this was almost a pound and should do these 4 reasonably. So cut away. Look, you could just chop this up into little tiny bits. I'm gonna run the knife through before we plate them, but I like going like this. Good, good, good. And now, just like this. It's just gonna make eating them a little bit easier. And we build. And here's how this goes down. We have a little pot of refried beans. One of the greatest inventions in the world, I might add. I love them so much. And we'll put some on each of these. Quick spread. We're going with 2 types of cheese. For a little tang underneath, we're gonna go with a little cotija. Just a little scatter. Just a light little scatter. And then we have a super melty Monterey Jack, right? So we've got our beautiful tangy cotija. You could use feta, honestly, if you didn't have it, or Parmesan if you didn't have any of these, but most Western supermarkets have it. Okay, next up is our steak, mollete. Geez, I hope I'm saying it right. M-O-L-E-T-T-E. So this is just about a pound, and a little fat I cut off, so it'll do 2 of these bolillos cut in half really nicely. Cinco de Mayo, I love you. Second cheese, don't go nuts. I don't need too much. I mean, come on. It's not a pizza, it's a mollete. Now we torch him. I'd go under the broiler if we were inside, but I'm not, so I'm going here. All right, let me show you how we finish them. Okay, this is Mexican crema. Sort of think like a runny sour cream that adds a really wonderful deliciousness. So we're gonna give these guys a little zip of this. Oh, it's gonna be so great. And then some richness, a little sourness. And then, remember this guy? Look what I did. I put him in his own little pot. Just a little blop of heat here. Oh my God. This is going to be magnificent. But as I'm fond of saying, wait, don't stop there, because we're gonna make these little birria tacos right now. If I can keep myself from eating those, it's birria taco time. Okay, and finally, just a little bit of cilantro. I'm just so in love. I mean, I want to say fuck it to everything else, but everything else is gonna be amazing too. Okay, you remember I had the chicken in the sauce in this. Just getting flavor. Well, I've transferred the chicken to the pan. It's heating up. Now we're gonna start these tacos. So I've got little street-sized corn tortillas. We just give them a little dip, both sides in our sauce, and on we go. So we'll make 4 of them right now. Oh, I know these are gonna be. I think the word is fantastico. Like that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little cheese, put it on each one, and then some of our chicken on each one. They're little, you don't need a ton. Look how soft this chicken has gotten now. Glorious, glorious. Now, if you want a tiny bit more cheese, it's fine. Why wouldn't it be? And now, I fold and I do that. I'll try and do this towards you, Maxwell. Fold and do that. And these need about, I don't know, about 20 seconds, and we're happening. All right, let's take these kids off, and let me show you how to dress them up. Here's what we're doing. Now, watch this. Open this guy up, and 2 of them, we'll put a little cilantro in and some white onion. And then the other 2, just a little bit of our street corn guac. I'm telling you, the corn in this is just sensational. Melty cheese, come on, you. So let's go these guys here. A couple of these fellows over here. We've got our guac back here. And don't forget, don't forget our matcha salsa hanging over here to the right. Your right, my left. Oh, and just for fun, our giant carne chicharron. This and this will be outstanding. My shirt is, I don't know what I did.
Give him a little dip.
Sauce.
Anyway, let's have a bite, right? So we'll try one of our tacos, one of our little birria guys. Oh my God, they're so messy, beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Shortcut chicken birria for the win. Great spice. Cheater. Shortcut. The corn in the guacamole is a 10. And these guys, the Mollete, hold on, let me just cut one. The beans, I'm a huge refried bean fan. Beautiful steak, 2 cheeses on here, the crema and the salsa matcha. This is all fucked up. Sorry. But wait, here's what's really fucked up. I didn't make it, but doesn't mean I can't have a piece of it. What's some of that? All right, today's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. You have 3 days to get your shit together. Follow the recipes below. You want this at whatever you're doing for Cinco de Mayo. And I'll throw my margarita recipe down there too, because it is so good, but very dangerous. Be careful. One drinks like 12. And as Max said, drink responsibly, which in his case means he doesn't really drink. So I'll drink for you. Subscribe if you haven't. We'd like you to do that. See ya.